guys, welcome back to Ball Hour. Hopefully you guys are keeping well during this lockdown time. Back with a new episode for you guys. New guest, new week. Can't lie, I'm quite excited to have a new guest on the show. It gives us a different perspective of non-league football, someone who's on the come up. So yeah, man, with that being said, let's introduce our guest. He goes by the name of Ian Vangu, or some say
Chill,
Makaleli.
Chill, man.
What are you saying, bro?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Thanks for having me on, man.
Anytime, man. How have you found this lockdown period, man?
You know what, like, it's been tough, It's been tough. Obviously, season will stop and start. Obviously, last season and this season, in fact, season got curtailed, innit? Season was stop and start, really. We went back in beginning of the season. We thought we were going to have a full season this season. And then I had to stop by Christmas. So, just a bit difficult. Especially me, someone who has to get motivated by something I'm looking forward to, innit?
Okay.
It was difficult, but you got to do what you got to do for the next season. You just got to move on. Things happen, innit? Everyone's going through the same thing at the same time. So, yeah.
Have you been keeping fit?
Do you know?
You don't have to lie to me. Like,
Nah,
I'm not your gaffer. I'm not gonna snitch to him, innit?
Maybe my gaffer might watch this, Nah, do you know what? I'm going to be honest. I've been trying my best, innit? But it's back to what I said about the motivation thing. Like, obviously, when there's nothing to look forward to, and the way I see it is, I procrastinate too much, man. So I look at it and I'm saying, oh, pre-season's in July, man, or June. Like, it's cool. Like, I got months, but really and truly, I should be doing the hard work now, innit? But I've been trying here and there, but yeah, it's just a motivation thing.
Yeah.
But you know me, I got a bit of natural fitness in me. I don't know if my age is gonna get the better of me.
It's gonna
this
catch
time.
up to you.
It will eventually, but
Bro, it can only last for so long. But with that being said, one thing I like about you is you represent a lot of people in non-league football who are young and on the come up, and I feel like it's time to shine a light on things like that and give people a different perspective of what it actually is from someone who's going through it. So with that being said, I want to know how you found breaking into non-league football. Like, what's that whole experience been like for you?
honestly, it's been a bit stop-start, like where I thought that cool, like I'm settled down because I've moved around a lot of teams. So where I thought I've settled down and I found my place in it, something will happen like gaffers will get sacked or there'll just be politics behind the scenes or stuff like that. So it's been a bit difficult. Obviously, obviously me and you met, back in the day at a very, very good
I don't need
college
to know
program.
that. Continue.
Yeah, like obviously when I was coming in from that setup and going into non-league, obviously first thing first, when I came into that setup and I thought that was directly my route into the pro game, innit? Like I didn't know much about non-league, so all I saw was me being a professional after 18. After 18, I'm a professional, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously when that didn't happen, it was like cool, I needed other avenues. I didn't really know much about the non-league scene, so got in contact with a few coaches. I think being 18 and being a centre mid it's hard. Like even being young and being a centre mid, I'm 23 now. It's still hard for me because you have the veterans who have been in and around long league for time.
Manager's favourite and that.
Manager's favourite, skipper. I've had those. There's even a story I have. I'll tell you that after. But yeah, so when I was 18, I thought, yeah, like I'm good enough. Surely I should break in. Went to a non-league team. I remember one of our coaches, Leighton Orient, assistant manager, Dan Sender, just putting that out there. He obviously, he sent me to a club. And I remember I was there for a little bit. It was actually near you. I forgot what the club. No, they folded now. Greenwich Borough.
Greenwich Borough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously went there for a bit now.
Did you go there to get games or for money? Like which one?
I went there to get games. Do you know what? Do you know what's funny? I didn't even know about the money sign of non-league. Like I knew that. I just thought people weren't getting paid from non-league, innit? So when I heard how much I was going to be on, I was thinking, wow, like, this is the type of money I've never seen before. I'm thinking, to play football here, I'm thinking, fairs. Like,
yeah, you'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. But obviously, I went there first things first, I went there to play football. Obviously, there was politics. The centre mid was the captain, the other centre mid was the vice captain. Am I getting in the team realistically? No. I'm a young centre mid. I'm small. I'm not the biggest. Like, maybe I can pull my weight about on the pitch, but someone has to see that first.
And you have no experience as well.
No experience in non-league as well. So I've come off someone's back. Someone's basically recommended me. It was hard. So from there, it was just far as well. Them times I wasn't even driving. I had to move on. And then throughout, like me, from 18 to 23, I've just been in and around a lot of clubs where I thought I could have settled. Things have happened. So, yeah.
So with the whole moving around, like, How has that affected your career? Because I feel like everyone needs stability, a place where they're playing, which is very obvious in football. But to be here at one team and then go to another team and it doesn't work out, like how has that affected you as a footballer, your game, and like your motivation to be a footballer or even try just go get a team?
Do you know it's do you know what's funny? Me when I was younger, this is what I would look at. I would look at the leagues where most of the players are going pro in it. I don't know if you ever did that, but I'll look at like probably like the Ryman Prems or even like the leagues like out north that are still step three, a decent standard in it. What like people are going pro a lot. Like there's a lot of people watching those leagues.
Yeah.
So I'll try and get into them teams. Cool. So if I've got into that team now, I'm like, cool, like let me just do my thing, let me just settle down. But I'm not thinking in the back of my head, one, travel's long because remember, we're training 2-3 nights a evening. I'm coming back home at stupid o'clock, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Then some people have work the next morning. That's what people don't understand. Like
And, yeah.
young players, like, bro, you're coming home at like 2, 3 in the morning. You have work the next morning. You start at 8 a.m., start at 9 a.m. Like it's difficult.
Graveyard shifts.
It's
bro.
a graveyard
bro,
shift.
I know it all too well. Back at Hayes, like,
Bro.
fam, you know, like when I was at Hayes, like I was literally just in and around the team, but there'll be some nights at training. I literally finished training at like 9, and boom, like man, that's the journey home, fam.
It's long.
Man didn't get in until like the AMs, and these times I worked like in a gym as a supervisor, so I had to be up at 4:30. Man's
See?
getting in at 1, waking up at 4:30, getting into work for 6.
The thing
just
is
to
you-
do it all again.
You think it's sustainable, but in the long term, fam, it'll
takes
catch
a-
up. It'll
yeah.
catch up on you so easily. I was lucky when I was at Hamworth. I had OB in it, so obviously OB drove. So he was nice enough to obviously drop me at least halfway or drop me to a station, drop me Ladbroke Grove. I'll take a train home. Them times I wasn't driving either. So driving makes it easier, but it's still not even sustainable because you have to think about petrol money.
Yeah.
And it's the money that you're getting as well from the club. Not that money's everything, but obviously
It contributes.
It
It's
contributes.
a contributing factor, yeah.
yeah. So it's demotivating a bit because it's like the manager's got faith in you. I've left clubs because managers have faith in me, but I literally can't do it. It's too far. Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you just have to be true to yourself. Now I'm happy because I'm closer to home.
Yeah.
So it's better like that. Like it's just literally 30 minutes.
Okay, that's calm. One thing like I feel like me and you know all too well is like well, it's a question I actually have for you. It's like, what are your thoughts of like managers not giving young players a chance, considering nowadays the young boys are actually the superstars of today. Like you're like Kylian Mbappe's, your Haaland, and the list goes on of young talent. So what's your thoughts on that? And like we did a poll on Ball Hour on our Instagram, and it was like, what your thoughts on the young kid for Bayern Munich who came on and scored. And everyone went on about like young players not getting a chance, and a lot of people feel like young players should get a chance, but we all know like there's politics. So what's your thoughts about that?
Do you know what? Same. I'm just gonna use my experience. So
Yeah.
obviously being a centre mid is difficult because especially when you're not big. That's the one thing. I don't have height on me in it. So that's why I've kind of changed the role that I play. So before I used to play DM, I play centre mid now. Sometimes I play in a 10, believe it or not. Sometimes I play in a 10 now. Things have changed. Things have changed.
10. You ain't got no flair like that.
Shout out the managers that give me the opportunity.
Yeah.
Listen.
10.
Sometimes I play in the 10,
I'm
bro.
more of a 10 than you.
You're not.
What?
Dude, things have changed.
What?
Things have changed. Things have actually
You're
changed.
damn right they've changed. You've lost your mind.
Things have changed, bro. Do you know what it is?
Nah.
Do you know what it is? Before I go to your question, do you know what it is? I could play in any position because I know I'm tactically aware in so many positions. Maybe I might not have the flair that a next man has, but I will know what to do. So in the 10, bro, I'm not going to be that flary 10 like Coutinho. No, I'm not going to be like that, but I'm going to be the one that passes.
Just for the sake of
And
this
I'm running
argument,
everywhere as well.
Just for the sake of this argument, I'll give you everything else, but 10, no way. Continue. Answer the question.
In terms of young players, I feel like it's difficult, man, because young players are going to be inconsistent. You're not always going to have that consistency that you have in a veteran who's been around non-league for ages or someone that's experienced in non-league. So it's just about time. Like, I feel like everyone wants the quick process. Like, not everybody... Remember, people need to understand that this is non-league. It's not the professional game. You're not going to get a Phil Foden. You're not going to get Musiala. Like, you're not going to get those players there. So even if you've got a good young player, I feel like it's timing. Like, you put him in a few games, start him. I understand, obviously, it's a results-based business, but at the same time, one player doesn't really change the team dramatically, if that makes sense. If he's good enough to train with the first team, he's good enough to play. That's how I see it.
Okay.
So it just depends. Like the gaffer I have now, he's the chairman of the club. So even if we start losing a million games, it's very unlikely that he's going to say, oh, you know what, I'm stepping down, unless it gets peak. So a lot of non-league teams have that now. Dorking have that where their chairman is the gaffer.
Yeah.
So I feel like that contributes as well. But
They're doing well though. Like,
Yeah, they're doing well.
Their stats are crazy. They had like one stat like 13 seasons, 9 promotions.
fam, he's gone up with them all the way.
All
like
the way, yeah,
it's crazy.
he's
So
done, yeah.
stuff like that, you're more likely, if they're not really like, like the standard non-league managers,
Yeah.
you're more likely to get youngsters who have opportunities. And I think another thing is, youngsters, when they get an opportunity, go for it. Like, I feel like a lot of youngsters are very scared. Like, I'm thinking back to when I was 18. When I got given an opportunity, when I went to Greenwich the first day, I remember, bro, I had a shocker. Shocker.
And this guy try to say he can play 10.
I had a shocker. That was 18, man. I'm 23 now. Come on,
Okay,
things have
cool.
changed.
Okay.
But I had a stinker, man. I had a stinker. I'll never forget it. Probably my worst game I've ever played in football from the age of, when I started playing football, like 6, 7. Worst game ever.
Is it because like you overthought like the opportunity that you had? Or
Nah, do you know what it is? I just saw guys bigger. Remember, them times I'm playing with people that are the same age as me or 1 year above me. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just saw guys bigger than me, and I was just thinking, cool. Like, maybe I was a bit tentative. I did too much of the strength thing, and I got shown. Yeah, it's not adapting.
I told you
It's not
this will
adapting.
be your problem, bro. I told you because believe it or not, when we used to play together, this guy, instead of giving me a quick 1-2, he would try to hold the guy off, delay the pass for a second, and when I'm shouting at him, he would tell me, "You still got the ball." That's not the point. That's not the point. The whole purpose of a 1-2 is, alright, cool. I give it to you, give it to me quick, nice and easy. Why are you holding off strength? Because the time you gave it to me, I was offside. So this is my point, bro.
But
so stop doing this.
No. I've learned.
You can better your
Do you know
game.
what? Let me tell you something.
Go on.
Being in non-league as well, yeah, it's made me realize that. I remember I had a conversation with my friends the other day, and I said, one of them asked me, when you have kids, like, are you gonna put them in an academy setup from young? And I said, you know what? I don't know, maybe it depends what young is. To me, 15, 16, that's calm for you to go into academy. But 8, 7, 8, I feel like if I was in the academy at 7, 8, I feel like I would have lost a love for football, because even at times in non-league, I lost a love for football. Do you get what I'm saying? But I feel like it built my character, and it made me the player I am today. You learn a lot of stuff in non-league because it's results-based. Fam, you have the 33-year-old guy who's got 3 kids telling you, you're violating me in front of my kids, blah, blah, you didn't give me that ball. Bro, I've had it before. Bro, I've got strung in the changing room. Strung, bro, strung. I've been gripped in the changing rooms. I've beefed in the changing rooms. Like, so many stuff have happened, you get what I'm saying? But you don't get that in academy football, because it's just like, like, okay, cool. We lost 2-1, cool, we'll regroup. It's not results-based like that. Like, non-league,
it's more so like nurturing for them, innit?
Yeah.
Like, non-league is every man for himself.
Every man for himself is the nitty-gritty. It's the nitty-gritty. Bram, do you know what?
Swim.
Having the old heads in the club, yeah, oh my gosh, I've got too many stories, fam. The same thing you said about me not passing the ball to you, fam. There was one, my man blatantly about to be offside and never passing the ball. I switched it instead. And the worst thing is, we scored from it. Man kept that in his head the whole game. Went into the change room. Before the gaffer even got in, this guy's gone off on me. Me, I don't really take violations. This is something I'm trying to improve on, innit, because I'm not getting any younger. I don't like taking violations, so no one's coming to shout at me in front of 100 man, like 20 man in a change room. Like, you're not coming to do that, do you get what I'm saying? So it's just stuff like that. Like, young players need to learn that as well. Bro, these men have been here and done it before you. I get it. You can get some men that are violating, but just see it, just take it on the chin. You get what I'm saying? They wouldn't be shouting at you if they didn't think you're that good. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I can agree with. One thing I wanted to ask you is through all this experience that you've gone through, like from a young age of 18 to 21, because that was it sounds like a lot happened from 18 to 21. Obviously, you're now 23. Looking back on your journey at such a young age, would you say that at moments you felt like, you want to quit football, like this is not for you, like, bro? Quit football to the point where you thought, like, I'm done. Not just I'm gonna give football 100%. A break, like I'm done.
100%. I think I can't even tell you where, like, I thought that at every club, I think everybody's thought that. I think it's not, if you're on a route to being a pro, I don't think that you can actually successfully say, like, I've made it, if you haven't had that thought. Do you get what I'm saying? That thought makes you, because it's the hunger after it. They'll be like, no, actually, bro, I'm taking a piss. Like, this is where it is. Yeah. I've had that thought too many times, and I feel like you have to understand you're not just doing this for yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what else would you, I say this, what else would you be doing? Like, say if I'm not a footballer, what am I gonna do? 2, you're not just doing this for yourself. This is your family. This is everything. You know what football can get you. Like, and you know how much graft you've put into it. I said this the other day as well to one of my boys. Think about it like this. So, how long have you been playing football for? Give me a
15, 16
15, 16
years.
years. So think about someone that is, let's say, a business analyst, yeah, at let's say 18. If they've been in that, yeah, till they're like 33, 34, 15, 16 years, yeah, bro, they're not gonna be at the same point that they are in it. They're gonna be way further.
Yeah.
We've played football for so long, you'd expect us to be way further than we are, but we're not. But them years has still made us who we are today. Do you get what I'm saying? It's made us the players that we are today. So I feel like, bro, you've been grafting for that long. You can't just give up. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if someone's a doctor, look how long it takes people to become a doctor in this country. So many years, bro. I've got one of my friends, I even asked her the other day, I was like, fam, you're still at uni. She's like, fam, this doctor thing don't happen overnight, you know? I'm thinking, bruv, that's how many years and she's still at it. Do you get what I'm saying? We've like taken in all of that work, done all of that, even the training by ourselves. Bro, when it's raining, George, I've seen you. Do you know what? Let me tell you something, George. I'm not even going to big you up. I hate giving this guy credit, but you have to give credit where it's due. You know, George is the model professional. Like, you do more work than I see actual footballers do. That's the worst thing. And sometimes I look at myself and I'm thinking, bro, do I really want it? Because if this guy's out here in the rain, I remember one time it was raining, windy, you were out here in the park by yourself, and I was thinking, nah, maybe I should. That day I even went for a run, even though 5K, I was happy. I was happy. But that's the thing. So you've been grafting like that for time. Fam, what's the point of giving up if you've been doing that? There's no point. You might as well keep going at it because you never know. No one ever knows when it's their time. Your time could be tomorrow. It could literally just come like that.
Yeah. It'd be strange because, like, literally, when your time comes in football, it comes at the most random moments when you're in the deep end. But one thing we touched on earlier that I wanted to ask is like about young managers giving young players a chance. So I wanted to ask you, in like one game, how long do you think, minutes-wise, how long do you think is enough for a manager to be able to be like to a player, oh yeah, like he's a decent player, or okay, he's done well?
90 minutes, man. Give them the full game. Do you know why? Because some managers will give a half, but I've had halves. The first half, I've had a stinker. Second half, bro, I've been unbelievable. Like the manager, you've probably had it as well. When the manager say, fam, you're like two different players, first half and second half. Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes it takes players longer to get into the game. Like me, it used to be a thing where if I come off the bench, bro, I'm poor because it takes me like 20 minutes to get going. So it depends. That's why I think you should just give them a whole game. Give them a whole game, see how they feel, especially, but even that, I don't think like, obviously, through a game, even if someone's having a poor game, you can kind of tell, okay, cool, he's a good player, like the runs he's making or like the touches and stuff like that. But even one game wouldn't be enough for me. I feel like you should give them like a decent amount of games, like 3-4 games just to see. Because that first game might have been against a tough opponent, you know what I'm saying? Second game might be against a completely different opponent where, cool, they're getting in, but if they're a winger, they're getting in behind or something like that. It's easier for them, do you get what I'm saying? So 90 minutes, 100%, and 3-4 games, man. 3-4 games. Because I've seen managers give young players one game. They've had a poor game. No, he's going back to the reserves.
So if I ask you, giving a young player 10 minutes.
Nah, man. What's 10 minutes gonna do?
Do you know what? Yeah, I hear when people say like,
wait. Can I just say one thing, bro? You're seeing it as, I feel like this is what people see it as. People see it as the Premier League. We have to be realistic. The non-league.
I don't see it as that. This is my thing. Yeah, okay, I believe that. Like, I used to be the kind of person where I'd be like, bro, like, managers not giving me opportunities. Like, I'm badding it up in training, doing my bit, and I'm not getting the chance. And like, when I come on, he gives me like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. Like, what's that? But over time, I've changed my mindset to that. Bro, those 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it might be the only couple minutes you get to change the course of your season.
Yeah.
So you got to take that, whether you like it or not.
Obviously.
Bro, like scouts, it says scouts literally look at you for 20 minutes to determine whether or not they'll take you on or not.
Alright, listen to this.
So, but where you're thinking you got 90,
I hear what you're saying.
Boy, it can be peak because we know games can be done in 45 minutes.
And I'm not sitting there saying that, oh, you should, like, if you've been given 10 minutes, you should salt for them 10 minutes or why didn't I come on? Bro, give you all them 10 minutes, but I don't think that them 10 minutes should determine like whether, because more time, if it's a young player, it's determining whether he can hang at this level or not. Do you get what I'm saying? So them 10 minutes shouldn't determine whether he can hang at this level or not. It should literally be a thing of, okay, cool. If he's getting 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes here and there, give him one game and 90 minutes and just see how he fares. You get what I'm saying? Because he's already got the experience from getting 10, 5 minutes. Then if you give him the 90 minutes, it's like, cool. He might be the player that you're looking for, because in the league, a lot of things change quickly. Players and managers change quickly.
Facts.
Managers are always looking for players. So he might be the player that you're looking for, bro. Because some players are dead in training. I'm not a good trainer. I'll be so real, bro. Bro. You've seen me train, George. I have my days.
If I speak,
I have my days. I have my days where I have a worldie. I'm feeling like Modric, bro. But then I have my days where you're thinking, Ian, come on, like, what are you doing, bro? That's just how I am, and that's how other players are. Like, you can't always be the best player at training. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some players are good in matches, so give them a full 90.
One thing I wanted to touch on is like you were 18 and you've had such a like crazy journey through to like 21. One thing I wanted to ask is like what was your where was your mental space like? What was it like going through that? Because to be going through such a thing at such a young age is crazy, and obviously I don't believe there was guidance around you because in non-league there's not really guidance like that. So what was that like and where was your headspace at?
Do you know it was difficult? Like, not even to I'm not gonna slate anyone, but it's just my opinion. Like, obviously, from where I came before, the last club I was at, I never felt like anybody kind of helped me. Obviously, Sender helped me, but when I was shouting other people, they never really gave me the guidance that I thought that I would have got. Do you get what I'm saying? Even the guidance. Remember when we had that meeting before we all left? Do you remember?
Yeah.
And obviously they were saying to me, yeah, like, Ian, do anything. But you know, it's hard when I'm looking at it now. It's hard for coaches because you have to think about how many players they take on as well.
Yeah.
So they take on X amount of players. So, and this is why, do you know what? This is why I respect Sender so highly in it, yeah, because people will shout him till today. I know people who have shouted him today, and he still helped them. So he's got a track record of, bro, regardless, you've been my player, so I'm helping you. But other coaches, I've shouted them, and it's like, haven't really given me the time. They always say, okay, Ian, I'll look into something. They haven't really looked into me. Me, I'm not a nagger, so if you're telling me you're looking into something, I'm not going to keep pestering you.
Yeah.
More time, I'm just going to go myself. Obviously, it's been hard. Like, it's been demotivating. Like, I feel like I've gone through, like, some mild depression periods because I felt like I'm not exactly where I should be. The worst thing is, especially, this is for like young players out there, bro, just don't look at your friends. Bro, do you know what it is? One thing that used to mess up my mind, yeah, is everyone has it. You know when it's it's summer, everyone's off ball, you go goals or you go power league with the pros.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, bro, I'm hanging with these man. Like, how
So
am
you
I
believe
doing
that
it?
you can play with
Yeah,
them.
you're thinking, bro, so why am I where I am?
Yeah.
I remember, bro, it came to a point, I remember I went on loan somewhere, innit, yeah? Let me not say the team because it's disrespectful because I was going to say they weren't that good. But yeah, they weren't that good in it. And
Bro, this is no filter, boy.
no. I'm not going to say the team. Someone might grab me. I'm not going to say the team. But you know what? Football's a funny game, you know. The other day I had to do something and I fell out with a manager and I had to message him again for something. Deep it. Football's a funny game, bro. It's actually a funny game. So imagine now I come and say something.
Be smart with the way you move.
No, imagine I come and say something. The team wasn't that good. Let's be honest. I know the team wasn't that good, but I'm not going to name them. Team wasn't that good now. Gone on loan there. I badded it up. Me and Corey badded it up. Cool. So, it was a thing where I was just thinking, bro, if I can, I'm badding up this level. This is non-league. I could play higher. I remember the manager wasn't giving me the opportunity, like, to go higher. This is another thing. I forgot what club it was. At the time, they were in Conference South, I think, but they were getting relegated, confirmed relegation into Ryman Prem, innit? I think one of the coach's sons or one of the coach's like brothers or something must have been watching the game, innit? Just on a watching thing, innit? Must have seen like 3 of us out of the team. I was one of the 3. He's messaged the gaffer and said, "Oh yeah, like I want to take these players, like can I take these players to come training with me, blah blah blah." Bro, the gaffer said no. Never told us nothing. Next week in the change room before the game, Donny's coming. He said, "Yeah, manager of so and so said, coach at so and so said, yeah, that he wants to take you and you." I told him, go away. No, his exact words were, I told him, piss off. You lot are committed to my club. I'm thinking, bro, this is like, you're taking my opportunity away from me. Imagine now someone telling you that before the game. Motivation's done, bro. Yeah. That's the periods that I've been in. I remember that was even a dark period because I was thinking, bro, I'm working to go higher and I'm on loan here, plying my trade, whatever, and then someone higher than my actual club has come in for me. Bro, and you're not giving me the opportunity.
It's crazy. Honestly, what young players go through is crazy. And for me, like I feel like managers need to take more responsibility. Clubs, FAs, and all of that need to take more responsibility. For me, I feel like, you know, I find it crazy when like the managers be like, we don't have enough money. Like there's no budget in the club. Bro. But I feel like sometimes, but then they'll have a player that they want that's available, and they'll put
the money comes out of it magically appears.
Yeah, but I feel like they should use that instead to like pay for a psychologist to help these young players out,
no, 100%.
Or just help people out in general because everyone needs help. Like,
you know what?
This can be crazy. Sometimes.
This is something I feel like needs to be done in like non-league, especially. You need someone, not a psychologist that has played football. You need an actual just psychologist that can
Psychologist,
talk to you about stuff outside of football, because you don't know. Some people are going through some real life stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, one of our players, I'm not obviously going to say it, but one of my players the other day, he told me something crazy that he was going through. And I was thinking, bro, you're going through that on your own. Why didn't you tell anyone? He's like, bro, I don't really feel like I had anybody to tell. Like, obviously, he's overcome. But I was thinking, bro, like, you should have at least told someone. He's like, I didn't have anybody to talk to. And I hear it, because there's nowhere to go. You have to understand, especially young players, bro. Cool, they've got a job or whatever, that they might have just started their job. Football is like their family. It's where they feel at home. You get what I'm saying? They should feel free to like express themselves and whatever. So it's a tough one. That's why I feel like a psychologist, 100%, man. Someone at the club that's not really doesn't even have to have played football, so they can talk to you about, have conversations with you about stuff that don't go on in football, or stuff that's just going on in your life. So it doesn't always have to be a thing where, oh, where's your head at? Why didn't you make that pass? Blah, blah. It's just a thing of, oh, like, how you been? How you feeling? Even more questions than that, because I'm not a psychologist, so I wouldn't know.
Okay. Little gems for us and our guests and our audience today. Nice chopping it up with you. But to round it up, give me your top 5 Premier League midfielders of all time, since you're a midfielder and apparently a 10.
Oh, this guy, fam. George, come watch me do the 10 thing, you know.
One day.
George, come watch me do the 10 thing.
Give me your top 5.
Do you know I'm gonna get slated for this, fam? Oh my.
Bro, say it with your chest.
Hold on. Top 10 midfielder.
Top 5, bro.
Top 5. Yaya Toure.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Vieira, come on.
It has to be there.
This one's gonna be debatable, but man, am I gonna say this one shouldn't even be debatable. Makalele shouldn't be debatable. Makalele's done a lot, bro.
Just continue.
That's my 3.
Just because people call you Makalele, you want to put that in there.
And people call me Vieira as well. So what?
People lie in non-league football as well, but come on, man. You'll learn that one over time. I need 2 more.
David Silva. I feel like I missed out someone big here, bro. Wait. I might take up David Silva still. Wait. Chill, man. This is pressure.
I feel to cancel this episode.
Skulls. Wait. Let me think about the David Silva decision I made.
No, you've only got 1 more.
No, that's my 5, bro.
So it's Scholes,
Scholes?
Patrick Vieira, Makalele, David Silva, and who was the last one? Vieira.
You said Vieira twice.
Eh?
Wait, Scholes, Yaya Toure, David Silva, Vieira. Wait, Makalele.
Exactly. So you got 1 more, you clown.
Chill. Take up Makalele.
Just for 5. Apparently you're a centre mid as well.
This is a toughie.
Bro, I need to.
I'll put Santi in there, man.
I'll
put Santi in there. I can't think, bro. Wait. Let me tell you something for the camera.
Guys, no.
They put me on the spot.
Guys,
they put me on the spot. I'm trying to think. Do you know the worst thing is?
Comment in below if this guy has lost his damn mind.
Do you know what's crazy?
He hasn't even put the likes of Frank Lampard or Steven Gerrard. And he's talking about Santi Cazorla, who hasn't won a Premier League.
Do you know what this is? This is Donkey of the Day. And do you know what the worst thing is? Did you watch the episode of my pod,
No.
Where we did the top 10 best...
I don't want to hear it.
Bro, I forgot to put Harry Kane in. I forgot to put Kane in.
You're just a mess.
I'm crazy, bro.
I know. But moving on, alright, cool. So, since I don't even know how you didn't put these 2 in, but Frank Lampard or Stevie G?
It's tough, man. Do you know what? I used to want to... How did I not put Gerrard in? I used to try and emulate my game around him.
So you're saying Gerrard then?
Yeah, but do you know what? It's hard because...
Cool. So
Gerrard.
You're going with Gerrard. Alright, cool. So to wrap it up, new guests. You know how it is when you go to a new team, you get welcome in, and what do you have to do?
Initiation, man.
There you go. So, what song are you singing for us?
Oasis Wonderwall.
Alright, cool.
What, singing for you, lot?
You have to sing.
What a joker.
I'm not joking. It's either you sing or you pay a fine.
What's that? How much is the fine?
Bro, we'll discuss that off camera because I don't want to...
How much is the fine?
20.
20? Easy tag up. Should I pay the 20? Alright, cool. Now I'll sing.
Just sing.
I'll sing. You know me, I'm out there.
Cool. So do you want me to... Let me count you in, yeah?
Cool, go.
3, 2...
Some slow counts.
I go...
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
No, you're a good sport. You're a good sport. Hey, Guys, it's been another great episode. Ian, thank you for coming, shedding light on young players in non-league. Young players in non-league. Hopefully you can take some inspiration, some notes, some gems from what Ian has said, put it in your game and adapt to non-league football. And hopefully you get the results that you're looking for. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Shout out to Nuvo for all the good stuff, the hats, jumpers. Head over to their website and you can purchase your own. But with that being said, guys, take care of yourself and we'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace.